Hi guys, welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo, and today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Episode 7. So last time on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the Elric brothers, they went back to Grandma and Winry, along with Armstrong. Winry, she was able to make him a new arm and leg, which is badass. To have her, like, anytime his arm or leg gets destroyed, able to make him a new one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so once his arm and leg was repaired, thanks to Winry, he was able to repair Al's body or armor. Before that, they met up, or Armstrong recognized a doctor that he knew called Dr. Marco. He was a doctor in the Chevalian War, and he was doing research on the Philosopher's Stone. And we learned pretty much that the Philosopher's Stone has many names, like Fifth Element and others. I can't remember all of them. I think Grand Elixir and stuff like that. Meaning it also has many forms. So we saw it as a stone on Father Cornell's ring, and now we see it as a liquid, or we saw it as a liquid, which is pretty interesting. But even so, he only had an incomplete version of the Philosopher's Stone. But even, incomplete, still really powerful. At first he was hesitant to give him information regarding it, but he did inform him where he can find the resources or materials to learn more about it, which is some sort of library. Also, Lust, she showed up when they left to Dr. Marco, and she knows him, or at least she's heard of him, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly she wants with him. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think this episode we're going to be following them going to the library, or we're going back to headquarters. But anyways, let's find out.
Dr. Marco's research! It's all
Damn.
gone!
Shit.
In the end, burning the entire place down was easier.
Oh, is that what you were doing in Central?
Yes.
So that's what she
The
did?
Fullmetal boy found out about Marco's research. Something had to be done about it.
Sneaky bitch.
With that issue taken care of, I thought I would come to see how things are progressing in East City. Is he here? Gluttony?
I smell him. I can smell
I just
him.
hate him.
The scar faced
So
is
disgusting.
falling. He's close. I can taste his stink. Like blood. I still get to eat him right.
Oh yes, down to the last strand of hair.
Oh shit. I don't know who I'm rooting for here. Whoa.
Scar hasn't been sighted. Not once since that incident with the Elric brothers.
Reporting in, sir! We've just received word of an explosion occurring on the Morrow River. What?
Oh, that's his jacket.
There's no mistaking it. This was definitely Scar's jacket.
Have you found the body?
Not yet, but we're still searching.
Either way, he can't be in good shape after losing this much blood.
Yeah. Well, we do this by the book. We need to find hard proof that he's dead. All right, Lieutenant Havoc.
Yes, sir.
I don't
You
think
and your
he
men
is
will work
dead.
day and night to clear out this debris. I
He
want
could
this
be.
body
I don't
found.
know.
Don't take so much as a coffee break until that's done.
Damn it, I
You
wanted to see
understand?
what happened between them.
Colonel, can't you cut us some slack? At this rate, you're gonna work us all to death.
So
Shut
those
up.
two are still
I
alive.
don't get to relax until I've seen his body, and that means you don't get to either.
I guess we'll get to work then.
Looks like he got away.
I didn't get my snack.
Yes, I know.
So he did get away.
Though, I think we can safely assume that Scar will be out of the game for a while. I suppose I'll be heading back to Central again. I mean to report to Father about everything that's happened here.
No one here, sir?
Oh, Second Lieutenant Ross and Sergeant Brosh, to what do we owe this pleasure?
You have been ordered to report back to the command center, sir.
We'll be taking over supervision of Edward Elric and his brother effective immediately.
Lost. There's a woman who is well acquainted with the materials in the first branch. Unfortunately, she wasn't working there anymore.
That sounds incredibly helpful.
Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Although, if you don't mind me asking, why are you wearing a suit of armor?
It's a hobby. A hobby? What kind of freaky hobby is that, Lieutenant?
Who are these boys anyway? Miss Sheska?
Is someone there? Please help me.
Trapped with all those books.
Brother? There's somebody under there!
If they didn't showed up, she probably would have starved to death.
Thank you, I'm so sorry. I got myself trapped under a whole mountain of books. I thought I was going to suffocate under there.
She's a little young.
Thank you so much.
So, are you Sheska?
Yes.
And you worked at the library?
Oh, the library. The word itself is so beautiful. I've loved books my whole entire life, ever since I first learned to read.
You can tell.
And John was heaven. But I forgot that I was supposed to be working and all I ever did was read. So they fired me. If I don't find another job, I'll never be able to move my poor elderly mother into a better hospital. But I'm hopeless. The only thing I can do well is read.
There was one thing we wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Do you remember seeing any research belonging to someone named Tim Marco?
Let's see, Tim Marco. Where do I know that name? Oh, yes, of course. I remember now.
Really?
Cool.
Oh, yes, I'm absolutely positive. There were some handwritten notes stuffed into a bookcase where they didn't belong.
The notes really were there after all.
Does she remember the notes
They
though?
burned up along with everything else in the library.
Did you want to read them? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, but it's too late now. They're nothing but ashes.
Sorry to bother you. I remember everything that was in them. Would that help at all?
Okay. She has photographic memory.
It's just how I am. I'm able to remember the content of any book I've ever read. It will take a while, but I could write the novel for you.
Thank you, Bookworm! You're my
Here you are, complete copies of all Tim Marco's notes.
Damn.
Sorry, I know 5 days is a long time to wait, but there was quite a lot to write down.
Jesus.
Unbelievable.
You guys better pay her or something.
People in this world.
These are really Dr. Marco's research notes?
They sure are. Come and take a look at them. Written by Tim Marco. 1,000 easy recipes.
6 cups of rice, 1 carrot, 2 onions, salt.
Recipe.
Oh, great. Does this mean we came all this way for a cookbook?
Yes, which part of this made you think it was an important document?
Is it not what you're looking for? All I did was copy down what I remember.
It's not her
Wonderful. So
fault.
this was just a wild goose chase?
Sheska, are you absolutely sure this is a flawless reproduction of the notes?
Oh yes, I'm 100% certain.
Then thank you very much.
It's gotta be
You're
hidden
incredible.
somehow.
All right, let's get these back to the library.
If I were them, I would actually hire her. She could be valuable.
Materials there.
Oh, I almost forgot Jessica's fee. Lieutenant, here. This is my registration number and the pocket watch for ID. Withdraw that amount from my annual research grants and make sure Sheska gets it, okay?
Right. I'll get on that right away, sir.
Cool.
I assume that I can just take this note down to the state alchemist office?
That should work. Well, Sheska, you're a lifesaver. Bye.
I wonder if he left her a lot.
From his research grants, huh?
Did he miss a decimal point somewhere?
Whoa! How does a boy like that have this kind of money to throw?
Why
No
does
luck.
this encryption have to be so damn hard to figure out?
Brother, maybe we should ask Dr. Marco about this directly.
No way! That'd be admitting defeat.
But this is a contest now? Excuse
I don't even know if he's still alive.
Sheska.
Thanks to the money you gave me, Edward, I was able to move my mother to a better hospital. I really appreciate it.
Nah, it was no big deal, really.
Have you had any luck deciphering it so far? Have you found another job yet?
Yo!
Lieutenant Colonel Hughes.
Major Armstrong told me you two were here. What gives, Ed? I told you to give me a shout the next time you made it to Central.
Oh, something urgent came up. Sorry.
It's just I've been busy too. They Dr. Colonel Hughes like he's an old friend.
Just how high up are these boys?
We've had a lot of cases to deal with lately, and we're still working on getting the Tucker Chimera situation settled. Sorry, I guess that brings up some unpleasant memories, huh?
That it does.
Anyway, as if things weren't
It's cool. He has like
worse
a
already,
knife in
the
his
first
belt.
branch had to burn
Back of
down
his
in the
belt.
middle of all this.
That's been a problem, huh?
A big one. All our case records were stored in the stacks at that location. Trying to work without him hasn't been a picnic, let me tell you. What?
Jessica.
Hey, Lieutenant Colonel, I think I've got exactly the person you guys are looking for.
Well, I have read the military's criminal case records, and I do remember them all.
That's all I needed to hear, lady. You're hired. My office pays well, so don't worry.
Oh, you're saying you want me? Oh,
Sweet.
thanks so much. I'll have faith just like you told me to. Thank you, thank you.
Come on now, right to work.
I'm awake.
The library's closing.
They've been at it for 10 days now. I'm impressed they're still going after all this time.
The hell with it.
No
What
luck.
did you guys do to this place?
Don't get angry because you can't crack it. Throwing things won't help.
We did crack it.
What?
Oh.
We cracked the code and decrypted the notes.
Really? You did? But that's a good thing, isn't it?
There's nothing good about this, damn it!
Why?
This is the devil's research. It should have been destroyed. Dr. Marco was right. It's evil.
What's so evil about it?
The main ingredient for a philosopher's stone is human life.
Whoa.
In order to manufacture even a single stone, you have to make multiple human sacrifices.
How could the military authorize research into something so horrible?
I can't believe it. How awful.
Do us a favor. Don't speak to anyone about this.
But sir,
Please. Just pretend you never heard any of it.
Damn.
Seem to have devoted all their energy to these notes.
They worked so hard to decipher those notes only to find out that.
it disturbs me too, just thinking about it. I bet I'd act the same way.
What was that?
Oh, it was nothing, sir.
Behavior is most suspicious!
Armstrong.
Brother, you should really get something to eat.
No thanks.
Maybe there's another way.
Pretty awful, huh? I'm starting to think this is God's special way of torturing people who've committed taboos.
Kill a bunch of evil people.
It'll be like this all our
Not good,
lives.
but
You know, Al, there's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while. But I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
What?
Element brothers, I know you're in there!
you interrupted at the wrong time, Armstrong.
What do we do?
We ignore it, that's what.
I know what it said, Edward Elric.
Ah, shit, it told him.
Tragic! To think the legend of the Philosopher's Stone is built on such a terrible secret!
We're really sorry.
It's hard to stay quiet when someone like him asks you.
Imagine the military being behind something like that. Often the truth is more cruel than we bargained for.
It's pretty horrible that the military is using that.
What is it, brother?
Do you remember what Dr. Marco said at the station?
Yeah, so the truth is within the truth.
Maybe you'll find the truth hidden within the truth.
So maybe there's something
Cool he
else.
was talking about then, but now it's the same as with alchemical notes. What you can see on the surface is only a portion of the truth. There's still more to find here. There
Interesting.
has to be.
Currently, there are 4 operational alchemy laboratories in Central that have connections to the government. We can narrow it down even further. Marco worked in the 3rd laboratory. We should start with that one. It's the most suspect.
Al and I have been to all the laboratories in the city. None were doing any remarkable research. Here, what's this building used for?
It was designed for the 5th laboratory, but it isn't currently in use. The building isn't structurally sound, so it's been classified off limits.
It's there.
Huh? How can you be so sure that's it?
There's a prison right next door.
Okay, so
What was the main ingredient for a philosopher's stone?
you said it needed live humans.
Ugh. There'd be
Oh,
plenty of condemned criminals in the prison. Officially,
I
they'd
said,
be recorded
use
as
criminals.
executed.
They're using the prisoners to make the stone.
Don't look at me like that. I don't like talking about this any more than you.
prisons from other jurisdictions could be used too. I wonder if the government is involved.
Probably.
Why do I have a feeling that we're getting involved in something really dangerous?
In the meantime, officers, speak of this to no one.
Sir!
And you, Elric brothers, behave yourselves. I know you two boys. You were thinking about sneaking into this building and taking a look around, weren't you?
They probably were.
We weren't, we promised! Yeah, sure we weren't.
Of course. Oh, forgot. Just use that arm. For a body of armor, he's pretty quiet. Ow.
They're not taking any chances, are they? Al, you need to wait here.
You're fine on your own?
Whether I'm fine on my own or not isn't the issue. You're too big to get through here.
It's not like I asked to get this big.
66.
What is it, 48?
It looks as if we got guests.
Some
The hell?
daredevil idiots came to visit, did they?
Their lights on. Not currently in use. Who are they trying to fool? This is it, all right.
It's taking a long time.
Oh shit. Okay, guys, that was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 7. So, the brothers, they were able to find the library only for it to be burnt down. Fortunately for them, they met up with Sheska. She's a girl who worked at the library and she has a photographic memory and she read the notes. So she was able to write them down for them, and she even landed herself a job with the colonel. After deciphering the notes, they found out the truth about the Philosopher's Stone, and that's that in order to make it, one of the main ingredients is you have to sacrifice human lives. Which, come to think of it, should have saw it coming but didn't. So it's pretty interesting. And I thought of, what if they sacrifice, a murderer or someone like that, someone evil. And turns out that there's actually some truth to it. They believe that they're using the prison as, people to sacrifice the military in their research. So there's a laboratory right next to the prison, and they believe that's where they're doing the researches. So it's interesting. The military knows about, well, obviously the military knows, but they're actually sacrificing prisoners, I believe, to make the Philosopher's Stone. The more I hear, the more it doesn't sound good for Fear Bradley. He doesn't sound like a good guy. Sounds pure evil, come to think of it. Genocide, now sacrificing human lives. Unless he doesn't have anything to do with it, but probably does. They got to the laboratory and it looks like, I don't know what the hell those two were. Are they human beings or something else? But they could be just human beings with masks and stuff, but it's definitely going to be interesting to find out what exactly is going on there. So as always, guys, hit me in the comments, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time, guys, take it easy.